You ever, if you've got an iPhone or a BlackBerry, or some of you that have got Facebook, and this is something that annoys me a lot actually. You know when you've got girls, women on any of those three, like BlackBerry Messenger or WhatsApp, and they have these really whiny and annoying statuses, and they're like just about the stupidest and most lamest things ever. And my favourite ones are the girls that have, and I'm looking at one right now, the profile picture where it's a picture of someone famous, right, for doing absolutely nothing, by the way, and then some powerful little speech in there to be inspirational, and then they keep whining about their life all the time on any of these services. Oh, my life's over. Oh, I don't have this. Blah 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 blah. Oh, the independent woman one is my favourite one, when they're like, oh, I'm so independent, oh, I don't need no one, innit, fuck the haters, blah, blah, blah. And then they've got, my favourite one is the Chris Brown picture with the little inspirational thing about having inner strength. And these women are also the same kind of women that justify Chris Brown beating up a woman by saying it's because he's good looking. That's their excuse for why he should be forgiven. So, just give me a few seconds before we start. I'm going to put this person on the scrap heap and delete them. Now, the next woman I find on my BB, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, championing Chris Brown or having one of these whiny cunt statuses or talking about being an independent woman and then asking me for money is going to join this woman in the scrap heap. Now, I have lots of things to talk about, lots of things to do. Let me have my green tea, and we're going to talk about why Ryback, or could Ryback be the WWE champion. Give me a few seconds while I have my tea. Fucking whiny cunts. Alright, in fact, let me bring it over. So, Raw ended. I only watched bits of it. And obviously, for the last few weeks, there's been talk about John Cena being injured. There's been talk about maybe him not main eventing Hell in a Cell because of this injury to his elbow, I believe. And what are they going to do? Who do they have in reserve? And they had been grooming Ryback for the last few weeks to be put in this spot. And it was kind of like, are they going to do it? Is this a hint for the future? They're not really going to go there. And then last week, they started talking about having him in there, and they kind of promoted the idea a little bit. And this week they've announced that Cena won't be in the main event due to, certain things, really due to his injury. And the now main event for Hell in a Cell will be Ryback versus CM Punk for the WWE title. And this is very, very interesting. I think there are a lot of other factors that have led to this. And I think with the recent news of last week, Brian Gewirtz being removed from his position, the very, very low television ratings for Raw over the last few weeks, and Vince wanting change and maybe the need for new things to come up and new ideas, and just the show, in my opinion, is quite stagnant in a lot of ways and very depleted in star power. So I think those have been many problems, and I think that this push of Ryback into a WWE title match has been affected by most of these things. Now, my thoughts on Ryback, first of all. I don't actually dislike Ryback. I'm not indifferent to him. I don't switch the channel off when he's on. I'll watch because it's a 2-minute squat. You know what you're getting. He's not coming out to fucking chain wrestle. He's coming out to smash some skinny little jobber, destroy them, and do his feed me more chant, all of that. And you kind of know what you're getting. And I do like a character like that in the WWE. And I always felt that promotions need to have a variety of different kind of wrestlers and characters and things of that nature, where you can have the technicians, you can have the high flyers, you can have the monsters, you can have just a variety of different kind of personalities. And I enjoy his part because it's a nice break from seeing, someone like a Daniel Bryan doing his technical stuff, or Kofi Kingston doing his high flying stuff, or a John Cena. It's a nice break. Now, I've always thought myself, with the way that they pushed him, that's the way they should have pushed someone like Sheamus when they first had him. And if you go back and check one of my videos, you'll see it on there. But now, and I can't even get it out right. So what I'm trying to say is, from the way they were pushing him from the beginning, I could kind of see that they were building up a contender or a star. And as time has gone by, we have noticed that Ryback is over. He is getting reacted to. Fans are starting to get into his act. They're not fully into it, but they are starting to get into the act more. The feed me more chants, they're really getting into all of that. And it's like he's on the steam train is moving to where he can get over. That's my opinion. But with the way they've pushed him, to me, in a way, the company have almost booked themselves into a corner. And what I mean by that is this. With Hell in a Cell coming around the corner right now, CM Punk is the WWE Champion, Ryback as the other half of the main event. Because of the way they've booked him into a corner in a way where he has to win the match. He has to win the match. He has to win the belt, because the thing that's helped him get over so much is because the thing that's basically gotten him over is not just the fact that he's had these squash matches, but that he's been unbeaten on TV, on televised events. No one's beaten him. He's just winning match after match after match after match, and fans are starting to get into it. And I've always felt there's a I can't get it out right. I've always felt that from a promotional standpoint, having an unbeaten monster is very, very good. It's always a very promotable idea, because you can always build up his pay-per-view matches as quite special, and it's always like a special attraction. Who can beat this guy? Who can beat this guy? Can this guy be the guy to end him? Can this guy be the guy to end him? And they can build up a streak for as long as possible till he gets to someone like The Undertaker, where now you have a 50-50 kind of match where is Ryback going to win? Is Undertaker going to win? Something like that. However, they booked themselves into a corner, and CM Punk is the WWE Champion, and they want to do something with CM Punk where he is apparently going to face The Rock at Royal Rumble, or be involved with The Rock in some way, shape or form. And I think they also want to have this year-long reign with CM Punk. And it's an interesting thing what's going to happen. And if Ryback does lose, and it's done in a way, I think they have to be careful if Ryback does lose. What I'm trying to say is, if he loses and it's done in a certain way, you could completely kill this guy's credibility. You could completely crush the guy's aura. You could completely, almost not destroy a guy, but you'd have to completely rebuild him all over again, and that could really hurt him. And I'm wondering what's going to happen. Is it going to be a match where Ryback destroys him for most of the match and then CM Punk escapes? Is there going to be some kind of thing where he does win, but then the decision gets reversed? I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting. But the other thing is, will we see Ryback win the belt? We've seen this happen before. Remember, this happened with Sheamus and John Cena a few years ago, and the internet really loved that idea, didn't they? So that's the other thing. And I think it's a distinct possibility, not saying it's a guarantee, but a distinct possibility that we are going to see Ryback probably come out with the belt. Anyways, let me know what you think. You write some comments. I'm going to delete some more cunt muscles off of my phone with their whiny statuses. You write what you want, write what you think. I'm going to get out of here. You lot take care, and I will probably see you all soon. Later.